So in this phase, we go from dealing with a disaster. Somebody does a assessment, says, yep, we have to actually activate the BCP. We activate the BCP. Then we go into the recovery phase, which is getting the hot site up, or the cold site, whatever thing we're using, getting the data backups, getting the necessary equipment, all of that. And companies may work in the recovery phase for a day, a week, a year. It depends on how long it takes them to get to the reconstitution phase, which is where they actually move from their alternate site back into either their primary site or the new facility that had to be built for them. And it's important to know that a company actually is not out of an emergency state until they get everything back to that original or primary site and get back up and running like things were before. Because if a company is at a off-site facility, they're working in a crippled state. It's not like all of your employees are working and you have all of your resource going. You're working with like a slimmed down resource, slimmed down staff, and usually a revenue stream goes down and you're at risk. The company's at risk because it's not very fortified. So that it's not out of an emergency state until it gets back into its primary site and things are fixed and back up and running. So when we go back to the main facility, we need to ensure the safety for the employees, that the environment, which includes the power, the electricity, the water, all of that's working properly. And this is the salvage company, or the salvage team. That's what they're responsible for, making sure that the primary site is up and running and ready to be moved into, that the connectivity is running, that that the environment has been tested, instead of just putting all the pieces together and say, yeah, move on in. You have to test all of the networks, the systems, all of that. So going back to the original site, who do you send back first? I mean, it's not like everybody just moves back into the facility. Who goes in first?